Hello and welcome to today's Crawl or No Crawl report. Today is a really special day for me. This is the 1460th day, which is the same as saying 4 years. Yep, you heard that right. To my knowledge, this is the longest running SEO testing project. The first 2.5 years, I publicly shared everything on the Crawl or No Crawl YouTube channel. And then in November 2023, it became an member-supported project. And I want to show you, this is what the notation looks like today. Don't worry about it. You're not supposed to understand this just yet. So, but I want to show you how far things have come in 4 years. Ugh, so primitive, Carolyn. But I would like to thank the supporting members of the group for encouraging me to keep this going. And by the way, this data that I share, because it's third party and unbiased, it's been used in legal cases, discovery legal cases, when clients accuse their SEO agencies and accusing them of effing up, right? And this data showed that it wasn't the SEO agency, it was Google. And it's also been used by SEO agencies to show their clients proactively the times when Google wasn't rendering for short periods of time. And I'm happy to say that these days, most of the time, Google does work. It does process, but it doesn't always do it as fast all the time. And it depends on whether it's brand new, never seen before content or revised already existing content. It matters. If you're waiting for Google to naturally discover your new content or your backlinks, it's different. So if you submit via Search Console, and by the way, I know a lot of people refer to that manual process as forced indexing, and I think that label is misleading. Google's reduced the sort of width of the footprint to get discovered. So anytime you need to, I say use that manual button. So today, to celebrate, I'm making this a public Crawl or No Crawl report, and I'm sharing it with everyone, supporting or not. Essentially, every report, and this is no exception, answers the question, is it me or is indexing off today? The initials are IIMO, IIOT. So for today, September 10th, I'm just going to explain it real quick. We had some relatively low volatility to start the week, the last couple of days, and that coincided with an index page report update in Search Console, which has now completed. And where we are now, in this sort of jump back up into the high volatility, we're in a phase where it's kind of like a data dump, where all the pre-processed content and scoring that they had held back when they were updating our Search Console data, and they updated it to September 5th. So we're on, September 10th now. So we're in a phase where this makes perfect sense, this high volatility. Just need to remember, volatility just means movement. It doesn't mean up, it doesn't mean down, it just means movement. Now, what you're looking at here, this is one test, this is another test, and this is another test. So there's 3 tests that are run every day. This one is new content submitted, actually not submitted, new content allowed to sit so that Google can naturally discover, crawl, index, and serve it. The second one is new content submitted via Search Console requests. And this one is revised existing served content. And each one of these tests, there are test keywords for first pass, which is the HTML crawl, and the second pass, that's the rendering crawl. If you've got JavaScript that contains optimizations, if Google stops rendering, all that juicy stuff in your JavaScript isn't doing anything for you, and it's not your fault. But the trick is knowing when that could be a problem. So let me translate all of this to you when I see the colors of SEO, red and green. Right here, this means the natural discovery path is not currently open. When Google starts to run a backlog, like when they're testing out various Chrome builds on the mobile Googlebot, they don't keep digging the hole. And so they hold content back. But in this case, they also, it's like they don't go looking for trouble either. So they're not increasing their backlog. They're just sort of going, we see this, we've discovered this, but we're not going to crawl it yet. And it's not because content isn't good. It's just a natural state that appears in the indexation system. Now, the only test that I actually track here in the days is this natural one, because I figure that's the one that we would really like, right? So this green and this green indicate that Search Console confirmation that as long as you request through Search Console, that first pass and second pass of new and revised content is working perfectly. So if you're having trouble with getting your manually requested content through the indexation system, chances are it's not Google. You have some other issues. Now, if you're letting Google find you and thinking that that's a badge of honor because you don't have to ask Google, unless you've got tons of natural traffic, you might think, well, if it's not getting indexed, Google doesn't like my content. The trick is you don't know that because literally at this moment, Google hasn't even looked at it yet. So don't be so hard on yourself. Get over that idea that if your content is good, Google will find it naturally. You got traffic, Google may find it naturally, but the quality of your content directly doesn't necessarily cause Google to come grab it. Because remember, even a broken clock is right twice. So maybe the last time you published, Google was past a backlog. And you might be thinking like, oh, wow, I am so great. But that just could have been the timing of when you published. So if you like to know the under the hood nitty gritty about indexation and you want to get quick, digestible bits, sign up for Crawl or No Crawl. It's $18 a month. It's on Substack, so no grousing that every page has a link. Okay, get over it. I don't hit you up every day. Basically, the main question, is it me or is indexing off today, is right up front. And anything else that I'm going to say or contribute to the conversation will be at the bottom, and there's no obligation to read all the way through anything if you're in a hurry. Plus, if you have questions about indexing, all supporting members have access to me to answer quick questions, either about the latest report or something in that report or some other index-related topic. And all that can happen at no additional cost. So go to crawlornocrawl.com. That would be over here. And scroll all the way down to the bottom. Oops, let me get there. Here you are. And increase your indexation fluency right now. Thank you for listening. I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Thank you for letting me share Crawl or No Crawl's birthday with you. And you can find the link in the description. Remember, all you have to do is go to crawlornocrawl.com. Thanks.